one of the interesting things and encouraging thing about Speaker McCarthy's original CR, or maybe it wasn't the original, but it was his second CR, the one that went down in flames, surprisingly. One of the positive aspects of that was that there was a bipartisan fiscal commission attached to that, and it had bipartisan sponsorship. And it looked like, frankly, it looked to me like the sort of thing that might pass because it's like a good government thing. It wasn't a big concession that the Democrats in the Senate would have to make to include that. And I had some hope for that fiscal commission, but I wondered, it because it went down because it was attached to a CR that had an ignominious ending.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, where that proposal stands. I don't know, Tori. What are your thoughts about a bipartisan fiscal commission surviving this process?
I think there's a possibility. I would see it more towards an end of year sort of. I mean, between now and Christmas, we're going to close out fiscal year 2023. We're going to see how big the deficit is. It's going to be ginormous. Members are going to want to, spend big on appropriations this year. They might throw in a tax bill this year or next year. And in order to give themselves cover for doing so, I could see them supporting a fiscal commission bill, as sort of a rider on an omnibus, for example, because it gives them political cover to say, yeah, I voted for this big spending package, but I also voted for this fiscal commission. So, yeah.
What do you think?
I see it as possible. It's possible.
Yeah. What do you think, Steve? You've certainly been around the block on this a time or two.
Yeah, well, there's certainly no evidence that McCarthy's CR was defeated because it included the fiscal commission. I think that was, that wasn't an issue of contention. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, after the debt ceiling bill in the spring, McCarthy floated the idea of a commission, and then this is the manifestation of that, coming forth now. So, I think there is support for passing, or I should say, enacting, creating a fiscal commission. But as we've seen in the past, if a fiscal commission gets created and they do their job, recommending the kinds of changes that would be necessary to adequately address our rising debt and deficits, the problem then is, can you get a consensus on actually passing or enacting anything mm-hmm. that the commission has proposed? And that I see as the real, that's the real dilemma. Because, I mean, we've been here before. I mean, the last couple of fiscal commissions that were created, the last one under President Obama, they had the commission, they came up with the recommendations, and the Congress basically said, no, not going there. And that's the problem is, to fully address the problem, you're going to have to do things that are not popular. And, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I mean, no politician runs for office saying, vote for me and I'll raise your taxes and cut your Social Security and Medicare benefits. I mean, that's just not a winning political strategy or slogan. And unfortunately, those are the kind of things you have to do. And I just don't see the stomach there yet to do those things.